Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to Kraut Observations, the show where drivers need an extra amount of oxygen, I guess? Okay, well, I don't need extra oxygen. What I need are some chips, some coke, and 5 axles to get this rolling.
Du spinnst doch, ey.
But there is somebody who doesn't care about any ride.
Der kriegt ja gar nichts mit.
Ja.
Der hat's ja nicht mal gehört, der hat nicht mal geguckt.
Nee.
Yo, people who missed some other car are bad enough, but people who seem to simply not acknowledge traffic at all, somebody burned their license. And once that license is burned, those people will never again be a hazard in traffic. Right? Even though this clip would be a good example that a license should also be required for riding bicycles, I do not vote for such a decision at all. Because mankind is already lazy enough and consuming lots of energy to get their ass chauffeured around in a comfy and heavy car. Too few people riding bikes, and if a license was required, there would be even fewer. And possibly more cars. Is that what you desire? More cars on the road?
Und ja, es ist... Alter, du stehst auf der Straße! Meine Güte! Der steht da an sein Auto auf der zweispurigen Straße, neben sein Auto, spielt dann sein Handy rum. Also, Sachen gibt's... Ne.
There is a speed limit of 100 kph on this road, and we are blessed with a majesty in front of us. Oh, blimey! This actually just fell from the sky. Let me just slowly move over and ignore all the peasants around here. How dare them invade my space? Yeah, reversing on the freeway because you missed a parking ground. Totally not dangerous, especially with 40 tons. Also totally not dangerous is to ride a motorbike like a frickin' lunatic. You don't know it yet, but somebody is in the mood for a good cuddling. Do those annoying red things have a meaning? Nah, better get out of here quickly. That's what you get for ignoring the stop sign. Also totally not dangerous is to ride a motorbike like a frickin' lunatic. Huh, déjà vu. Here we don't need to deal with crazy bikers, but with a big intersection. This one is turning like normal, U-turn, U-turn. And, buddy, what are you doing? Oh yeah, I am sorry, we apparently didn't place enough arrows there. Turning is such a complex matter, you are destined for doom, especially with 2 lanes.
Alter. Hey.
What is wrong with you? Got my crucifix here. If you would have ended up under my tires, wouldn't have been my fault. That's a parking structure, Annie. You never have priority leaving such a one. Oh, Sweden, look at those trees, look at the nature. Beautiful. I want to go there. Yeah, still do. That guy wants to go ride. Huh, he doesn't. Okay. Somebody violated my right-of-way! Traffic jam on the freeway. Do you remember what you always gotta do in such a case? It starts with E and ends with emergency corridor. Great, the vehicle that barely made it to here has passed. Let's clock up that space it needed as quickly as possible. Traffic might go 2 seconds faster if we do. If another special vehicle appears, well, tough luck. We We are driving through Italy here, and you better be aware crime goes very creative ways here. Did you hear that? Did we hit that other car with our mirror? Not exactly. That dude in that other car hit our mirror with a goddamn boxing glove. Our man sadly didn't record the following interaction, but he thought he did hit something and got back to the guy. The camera driver wanted to exchange insurance info, but that other guy wanted cash. Since our man didn't know about the scam at that point, he gave that person some money and was pissed later when he realized what was really going on. Moral for you, be aware of scumbags and get yourself a frickin' dashcam if you don't have one yet. However, since dashcams have either tiny screens or none at all, you should always have something else to be able to copy and check your video files on the road. There are USB card readers you can get for very little money. Most phones will work with those, so you can easily insert the card from the camera into your phone to watch those files and copy them to the phone for security. Also makes data transfer easier, because if you take the card out of the camera and take it with you into your house to insert it into the computer, you may forget to take it with you back to the car on the next drive, so the camera can't record, and if some shit happens exactly then, you might be screwed even with a camera. Now, time to get back on the road. Yeah, never mind those road markings. And when the light turns green, never mind the rest of the traffic. Yeah, don't you worry, you are invincible on the bike, didn't you know? That motorbiker here certainly does know about it. Going against a one-way turn lane because he's got nothing to fear. Which is the same thing so many car drivers seem to be thinking. I mean, are you f***ing kidding me? The front driver only needs to look funny at the brake pedal and the guy behind him would make one car out of two. And I am not talking about a pretty one. And this would work even more effective with two vehicles going opposing directions.
Aber jetzt noch,
Let's change pace a little to something that is less lethal, with fewer wheels and less horsepower.
Okay.
The guy in the car was yelling back, "I was watching!" Well, if so, you were not making a mistake, but being reckless by choice. Great work, buddy. And we are not done with Christian and his bike adventures. What about that little honk? Well, this grade A specimen of a white van man has not only violated the right-of-way of Christian, but cut off this blue van over there too. We gotta think about the ability of this guy driving any car if we look at the circumstances. 2 stop signs with additional signs of crossing bikes and fat, properly visible stopping line. This guy doesn't recognize bright red signs, he doesn't recognize road markings, he doesn't recognize cyclists, and he doesn't recognize big, colorful vehicles. Do we want such people on the road? That guy does deserve a harsh treatment, but I wouldn't be so rough with this guy over here. Bad mistake of the truck driver, and our man wants to let him know.
Deine Klappe ist auf.
If you see something like this, I am asking you to inform the driver. It's almost guaranteed he doesn't know about the open ramp, and if that thing hits something while turning, shit doesn't hit a fan. It hits an industrial storm machine. Yeah, guy can't be waiting for this stupid light. He's gotta get to the freeway, fast. This needs to happen. How are you supposed to see vehicles next to your own? It's not like there are transparent materials to let you do so. Our light right before a tunnel turns green. The road should be clear. Okay, he might have had yellow, but there is another one, and one more. Oh boy, that must have been a long yellow. These 2 guys have been driving in front of us for minutes now, without any interaction so far, but one of them might be suffering a spontaneous short circuit. I got no idea what kind of issues the blue dude has, but that was a real proper coercion, and this guy should be walking for a while.
Am linken Bein von Beth Mead arbeitet, also wir hoffen mal wirklich...
Jawohl, ein König.
Your Majesty is entitled to do anything, and you have learned by now that red lights are only for peasants, haven't you?
Meine Fresse, ey. Nicht gesehen, ey.
He had a bright colored bike. That should be enough for him not to get killed in traffic. My bike doesn't have any flashy colors, but those are not necessary when you have quite the illumination and not riding like a lunatic. Can't say that I am religiously adhering to every rule, but I am always watching out not to endanger myself or others. With that said, KO number 124 comes to a close and there is nothing else to watch. At least not in this video, but there is so much more already available. So if you don't know yet all of our videos, check out this one to the right. If you like this one, you will like that one too, definitely. See you over there.